at the end of his.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor Paul. Again, it's just a great privilege to be here with you and the others on this show. Again, and anytime we can talk about On Passive, anytime we can talk, any word of encouragement, inspiration, motivation, anything we can do for the people, it's a great privilege to do so, right? So as we get together today, let me start by saying in today's global financial climate, right? Many are finding it almost impossible to find financial hope, right? We know many have lost their jobs. We know students are graduating and, cannot find a job in their field. We know seniors, right? Seniors are retiring with too much debt and very little savings, if any, right? Businesses are struggling, and worse, many have closed their doors for good. So things will not get better. We know this. Okay? People should not be kidding themselves thinking that things will get better on its own, because your government cannot help you. Your bank, your financial institution, they will not help you. Your boss doesn't want to help you, right? So what is the answer? Where do you turn? To help yourself and your family, to help your community, to help your country, is going to come down to how much money you have and how you spend it. So what we're going to do today is just take a quick look, right? I don't plan to be long, right? So I want to take a quick look at several ways that we can stimulate our economy. So whether that's locally, whether that's within your community, whether that's the globe at large, right? And how On Passive fits into all of this in order to uplift your finances, okay? Because I know it's always about you, okay? Most people tend to care about themselves more than they do for others. But we certainly have to be able to help ourselves first before we can help others, okay? So hopefully you'll get some insights, you'll find some benefit in what is being said today. So the first thing would be On Passive as a business owner, okay? So by getting started with On Passive, you began the journey of becoming a real business owner. On Passive, we know, will promote you, right? It's going to promote your business. It's going to sell products that billions of people want and need, right? So what On Passive is going to do is going to help you get a piece of the digital real estate. This is where domain comes into play, okay? On Passive will help you communicate through Connect. On Passive will help educate our children in a safe environment, right, by using Academy. On Passive will help businesses run more effectively and efficiently with our human resource management system, which is Staff. On Passive will help donate to your favorite charities, okay, using Bless. On Passive will help people enjoy social media in a safer environment using Net. On Passive will help simplify the way we transact using money, which is where Wallet comes into play. So in essence, instead of people using all these companies that we know, companies like Udacity or Udemy or Gmail, Yahoo, Jmailer Pro, Screencast-O-Matic, Zoom, Skype, GoFundMe, Kickstarter, GoDaddy, Bitly, Blink, all these companies, we are aware of, right? If not all of them, some of them, okay? But there's companies out there that every single person that's hearing my voice is aware of. So instead of people, customers, utilizing these existing companies, they'll be able to find something in On Passive. So whether that's Academy, whether it's Mail, whether it's Post, Capture, Connect, Bless, Domain, Trim, any one of those, okay? The sale of these products will ultimately put money in your pocket, money that you can use to pay your bills, invest in your country, invest in your community, you can donate to charities, you can pay for your children's school fees, you can save for retirement. And the list goes on and on, folks. For the company On Passive has already stimulated the global economy by employing staff in multiple countries. By buying or leasing real estate or office buildings, all of this is helping to improve people's lives. Now, we know that there's almost 8 billion people in the world today, but more than 5 billion make less than $10 a day. Think about that. Folks, that's $3,650 US per year. Convert that to your local currency. Okay? More than 5 billion, that's with a B as in Bob, make less than that, folks. So certainly we know that there's billions of people worldwide that need OnPassive to help them uplift their financial situation. All right. So now, when we look at having a unique domain name, what does that mean? It means that you now own a small business, okay? By you just having a unique domain, a name, a website that is yours, specifically to you, specific to you, okay? Not some long out link, but something that's yours. You know, Pastor Paul 360 degrees is now wealthy.com. Pastor Paul is rich.com. Aisha loves people.com. You know, maryalley.com. Any one of those names, folks, okay? Any one of those names, that is unique to you. So OnPassive is going to brand you. It will be about your business. So OnPassive is really a collection of 1.4 million small businesses to start. Now, what's the importance of that? It means individuals from all over the world will buy from you. Businesses will buy from you. The small business economy has grown because of OnPassive business model. The fact that OnPassive is going to have, you know, these 1.4 million to start out with, for them to have a business of their own all over the globe, and people are purchasing products from these individuals, it simply means that your revenue is growing, folks, okay? Your revenue is growing from your OnPassive small business. So money is coming in. So you will in turn be able to buy from other small businesses, which will contribute to stimulating the economy. The process will continue over and over and over again. Why? Because OnPassive have your back. OnPassive has put together a business that will generate you an income for life. So as your business grows, you may even hire your own employees, right? By supporting other local businesses, that's what's going to happen. You're indeed supporting those businesses' employees, their staff, okay? This is how it's all coming together, folks. People don't really sit down and think about the bigger picture, but this is the bigger picture. This is not just how much money am I gonna make? When am I gonna make the money? It's not just that. There is a big picture at work here, and all of us are a part of it. And anyone who chooses to come in down the road as a customer, reseller, they're a part of that, okay? So keep that in mind. What about having fun, okay? Do you love to party? Do you love to have fun? Do you love to celebrate anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, you know, have other special occasions? Right? All these things contribute to the economy if you spend a little. Okay, this doesn't mean that you're going to get your credit card out and you're going to spend, you know, buy your friend a $2,000 gift for their birthday. Okay, but just the little things, just spending a little contributes to the workplace, right? It contributes to the economy. While you're having fun at a social gathering because you're spending some sort of money, okay, it stimulates the economy. Now, who doesn't like to have fun? Think about that, right? You can put others to work to plan your events, to prepare for your events, right? With your newfound OnPassive dollars. You sell products, you make money, you spend more money in the economy. If you have no money to spend, then how are you supporting the economy? Right? So you can't do anything unless you get the money. How do you get the money? You get the money by being involved in OnPassive, because it's a business that's going to generate
Welcome back, sir.
Oh, wow. You know what, Pastor Paul? The devil is a liar, okay?
Yes,
The devil
sir.
is a liar, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is the first time ever, right, that I've been on, a call from home, right, and to have the power go out, everything down. We've been having heavy rain today, but this is a first.
Nice
So, but I'm glad that we're able to get back on.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Oh dear, I really believe the message today. I've actually made notes. I've actually prepared, so that we can deliver value to all those that's hearing this message today, because it's something that is very, very important. People's lives have been impacted, especially in the last 2 years, and they need to find a way out. So I really wanted to be here today and provide that value that people can walk away knowing that they're in good hands, walk away knowing that they're involved with a business that is going to take care of themselves and their family, all their loved ones, for generations to come, right? Those that are listening out in the public, for them also to know that all is not lost. There is still hope for them, because they will have an opportunity down the road to become a customer and benefit from the amazing products that OnPassive is going to have, right? And also have the opportunity to become resellers with this life-changing business. So it's a very, very important message today. So I will just continue from where I left off and move on to the next item, which is talking about people ordering out. Now I know, depending on where you are in the world, some countries, some cities, some places, they have takeout more than others, right? Like I know, especially in North America, in Europe, people eat out a lot, right? But here's the thing, when we do that, whether it's once a week, whether it's every other week, whether it's once a month, whether we're on vacation and we're ordering out, all of that makes a difference in the economy, right? It will prolong the lives of restaurants, right? It will provide stable jobs for people. It will provide a healthy community that is thriving financially, right? Your OnPassive dollars will go a long way in stimulating your local economy by simply taking a break from cooking and ordering out. So something as simple as that, we spend $10 at this restaurant, or $50, $100, whatever it is, something small. We go out for ice cream. It doesn't have to be anything major, but the little that we do goes to help support someone else's livelihood, and by you having OnPassive dollars, you will be able to contribute to all of that. Now, I know that most people are not in a position where they can, contribute or donate to others, donate to causes, right? But guess what? When OnPassive starts to provide that means for you, provide that income for you, right? What's going to happen is now put you in a position where you can certainly donate to charitable organizations. As your income increases, you'll be able to do this, right? In most cases, right? I shouldn't say in most cases, in some cases, right? Because I don't know every single country in the world, but in some cases, you also get a tax break, right? When you contribute, to the greater good, right? When you contribute to worthy causes, right? When you're funding or supporting these causes, that also help you indirectly and directly. If you don't earn, if you don't spend, right? Then how can you help, right? Even education, right? Having an education will help you earn, right, or give you the potential, right, to earn even more. So by providing educational assistance, whether that's scholarships, grants, whatever the case, right, you're able to help students acquire knowledge, right, so that they'll be able to earn, which will allow them to spend and therefore contribute to the economy, right? So it's a full circle, right? So everything that we can do in the marketplace, in our community, right, is going to help stimulate and make things better, okay? Make the economy robust, make people's lives, happy, because when people do something good, there's a good feeling that comes over you, right? When you're able to help, I know there are many that are in, let's say, the United States or Canada or even Europe, and they send money back to, let's say a country in Africa, whether it's Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Cameroon, wherever, right? And they send money back to their families. Guess what? That is helping stimulating that local economy. So there's so many ways that we can contribute, but it all starts with money. We need money in our pockets to be able to accomplish all this. And this is where On Passive comes in, right? A lot of people, are passionate about some things, right? You may not be passionate about a lot of things, but there are a few things, even one thing that you're passionate about. And so as you invest your On Passive dollars into that one thing or things, right? It could be creating a business, right? It could be creating a business whereby you hire professionals to run it for you while you're living your new On Passive life. You will have a greater impact this way, right? It's much greater impact than to say, well, let me just invest my newfound money into public traded companies, right? You're better off investing in your own passion, right? You don't have to start another business if you don't want to. You can simply invest those dollars into, guess what? Oh, bless. You can lock arms with causes that are important to you, whether it's sickle cell research, whether it's cancer research, local boys and girls clubs, local sports, someone else's dream, right? And the list goes on and on. These are things that we can do and will do that is going to stimulate our economy, and you're going to see newfound life is founded within your community. And when that happens, what happens to crime? Right? Crime goes down, right? There are so many ways, folks, that will be able to impact our communities, our country, the globe at large, right? By simply being an On Passive, a completely 100% done for you business, completely automated, take care of everything for you, all the heavy lifting, right? So that you can truly enjoy your life, okay? Spending money to improve your home, right? If you do that, that means you're increasing your net worth, since your home is an asset that increases in value over time. If you do the work yourself, you're still stimulating the economy, right? Not as much as if you actually employ others to do it. But by you doing the work yourself, you still have to purchase the products that are needed, the tools that are needed to do the job, right? So even greater stimulation will occur if you pay others to do the work for you, right? Now, I know we're in a climate that I would call it the do-it-yourself climate, right? But your On Passive business will provide the income you need to employ other people around your home, okay? If you live in a climate that has snow, you can pay someone to shovel your snow. If you got grass, you can pay someone to cut your grass. You have a roof, right? You have a roof on your home, pay someone to fix the roof, right? Servicing your appliances, whether that's your furnace, your air conditioner, water softener, whatever it may be inside your home. Your refrigerator breaks down. Okay, you need somebody to fix that. Maybe you have a dishwasher, right? Maybe you have a washing machine, dryer, whatever the case may be. Something as simple as babysitting. You can just hire someone, even though you may not even need it, but you can hire someone to babysit your children. You can have a housekeeper. You can pay someone to come and help you within the home. Even a driver, okay? For those of you who drive, wouldn't it be nice to just sit back in the back seat and just relax and have somebody chauffeuring you around wherever you need to go? Because that is stimulating the economy. That is providing funds to help someone else. And yet at the same time, you are reaping the benefit of the enjoyment that it brings. Just think, imagine if you have 10,000 plus on passive founders or resellers in your country. Think of the impact that each of them, right? If each of them simply employs, say, 10 workers, can you imagine that? 10,000, they employ 10 workers, right? So that's 10,000 times 10. So that's 100,000 people that are now employed because of what? Because of on-passive. Because you are an on-passive. You're generating on passive income stream. Because you can afford to do it, right? You will be able to afford to do it based upon this newfound income that you have being generated in your own passive business. Okay, I'm winding down. Just a couple more points I want to go over. And we know social, influencing, being an influencer, we know that's big right now, right? People on TikTok and Twitter, even YouTube, right? Facebook, people are doing all this influencing. But guess what? You don't need to be a social media guru to have an impact on the economy, because actually when you are an influencer, you actually stimulate the economy, right? But you don't have to be no social media guru, okay? Word of mouth is still the best way to market, to promote, to share products and services. Imagine simply sending a friend, a family member, your neighbor, business associate, anyone to your unique domain name, your unique website. Can you do that? Will you do that? When they buy from your site, that money will contribute towards stimulating the economy. We all have a circle of influence. We don't live in a vacuum. No matter how remote your location may be, there's still someone that is close to you, right? So we don't live in a vacuum. But guess what? On-passive business model took into consideration that some of us like to keep things to ourselves. That if success was dependent on us sharing a simple website, we would fail, right? If the company depended on us to do that, if that's what it takes to be successful, we would fail. So the company took all of that into consideration, right? And didn't leave it up to you or me, okay? The company wanted to be independent of whether you're going to share a simple website or not, by providing guaranteed traffic, providing guaranteed people that will be able to see your site, real eyeballs, people who want and need our products. This is what ensures your success. And by default, you now become an influencer, because you have something that you are promoting. You have something that you're sharing, whether you're doing it with your own mouth, okay, or simply because the company is driving targeted traffic to your site. You will love on-passive. There's no doubt about that. You're going to love your on-passive business. Even if you're a little bit shaky right now, that's okay. We all have our ups and downs, right? So even if you're a little bit shaky, it doesn't matter. In the end, you will love your on-passive business. You will be proud of your on-passive business, because it's going to put you in a situation, whether you share it or not share it, in the end, you're going to share it. Why? Because success begets success. Success is contagious. Okay, when you're excited about something, when you see money coming into your bank account, when you're able to log into your wallet and make your withdrawals, you're going to be excited. And that excitement is going to spill over, because you're going to tell someone. You will. I promise you, you will tell someone. You're not trying to sell them on anything. You're not trying to tell them, oh, you need to buy this, you need to buy that. Just the excitement alone, they're going to look at you like, wow, why is Gideon? Why is he so excited? What's going on? What's new in his life, right? People want to know. When they see that excitement, okay, it's going to be infectious, okay? And so people are going to naturally gravitate towards you. They're going to want to be around you. Nobody wants to be around people that are sad all the time, complaining all the time, whining all the time. No one wants to be around that, because that also brings you down. I like to be around people who are happy, always smiling, always excited, right? And that's why I love to talk about on-passive. It gets me excited. I could be having a down day, and as soon as someone mentions on-passive, or jump on a webinar and I listen and I hear others speaking, I'm all fired up, right? That's the beauty about on passive. Not too many people can have a place where they can actually go to get some type of upliftment. Not too many, okay? Sometimes even the churches that people go to, they're not even getting upliftment, okay? Let's be real, okay? But the bottom line is that people always trying to find, that out, okay? Trying to find that place where they can say, you know what, this is my happy place, right? And so barring any religion, barring any culture background, barring any politics, people can come into OnPassive, they can log into O Network, they can read a few posts, they can go to the website, they can do all these things, come to a webinar, and they walk away feeling good. Like, wow, you know what? I was glad that I was there. I was glad that I attended, because now I feel better. That can keep me going through my day now. Maybe you're having a bad day, and all of a sudden now things get a little bit exciting and your day becomes better. And so the last thing I'll touch on, because we always have to touch on this, and that is paying your taxes. A lot of people have a negative feeling, when it comes to paying taxes. We have a lot of countries where very few people actually pay taxes in those countries, okay? But I'm here to tell you that paying taxes is a good thing, okay? It's a good thing. Number one, it tells you that you're making enough money that warrants you paying taxes, right? So that's the first good thing. Right? Would you rather be making $1 million and have to pay $200,000 in taxes? Or would you rather make $10,000 and don't pay nothing in taxes? Which would you prefer? You understand? So paying taxes is a good thing. It's all how you look at it. All right. I want to make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars so that I can pay millions of dollars in taxation. Happily be willing to do that. Okay. So just think about that. Right? Would you rather make $100 million and have to pay, 10, even 20 million in taxes? Or would you rather make, $20,000 and you didn't pay any taxes, right? Think about that, folks, okay? But when it comes to taxes though, right? You make money, you should pay income tax to your government. Why? The more money you make, chances are you'll become, you're gonna buy a home, maybe even a bigger home, right? So now here comes property taxes, right? Because you got income tax, property tax, there's a variety of taxes, right? And when you become an OnPassive millionaire, okay, not overnight, okay, don't go crazy on me now, not overnight, but over time, you may have to pay wealth tax. It's a good thing because your tax dollars is how governments are supposed to provide the needed infrastructure in your country. Now, notice how some countries have better roads. Some of them have better healthcare system. Some of them have, clean drinking water, because some countries don't even have clean drinking water, right? Better educational systems, even social programs like Social Security, affordable housing, welfare, giving those who are down on their luck a helping hand. This is your tax dollars at work. Sadly, we know most governments abuse this, but we cannot worry about that. Contribute your fair share from your OnPassive dollars and be happy knowing that you have done your part. But all of this, folks, everything that I'm saying here, all of this starts with being able to have access to money. That's what it boils down to. You have to have access to money. OnPassive is about to own the internet, okay? Our CEO has said that. I believe that, okay? OnPassive is about to own the internet, and you will have your fair share of it. By selling multiple products powered by OnPassive, you'll be creating multiple streams of income for yourself and your family that will help you become financially free. It's going to help your children become financially free. It will give you the peace of mind to know that money is no longer an issue. It will allow you to live the life that is free from unnecessary burdens and financial difficulties. Income for now, and not just now, but for generations to come. I hope that this time spent today has opened your mind about OnPassive, how On Passive is stimulating the economy even right now. On Passive will help you stimulate your local economy and even the global economy at large by providing you all the money you will need to uplift, to expand, to increase your financial situation. Thank you. Absolutely. Now, I believe Nigeria has what, over 200 million people, right? That's a lot of people. Canada is the second largest country in the world, and yet we have maybe 40 million, right? So, we don't have a lot of people compared to, say, Nigeria. But what I do know is that in Nigeria, although I've never been there, but I know in Nigeria, there are people who are buying and selling, right? That goes the same for everywhere in the world, right? So if people are buying and selling, how can you take advantage of that? How can you participate in that? How can you profit in that? In a real business, a business that's legitimate, a business that can be willable, transferable, right? How can they do that? And so the few who have jumped in as founded members, okay, they are blessed. They're in a great situation. There's no doubt about that. But let's certainly not forget about those who did not make the trip, did not, decide to jump in with us. Okay, all is not lost, as I said. Right? Those individuals, whether that's Nigeria, whether that's South Africa, whether it's Cameroon, whether it's Japan, Australia, it doesn't matter where in the world that people did not come in as a founding member. Remember, we only have 1.4 million. It's a big number, but it's still tiny compared to the population at large, right? But those who have not, that's okay. Not everyone was meant to be a founding member, okay? So they still have an opportunity to come in as a reseller when the company starts to sell its products to the world. They can come in and participate in that, and they still will be able to generate an income stream. They will still be able to uplift their finances. There is no doubt about that. It's just not the same as those who came in as founders. Those who came in as founders are going to be that tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of a percent, okay, of the successful people in On Passive. Okay, they will be the best of the best, the top of the top, if you want to call it that. Okay, but everyone else, they still have that opportunity. They still will be able to come in, right? Let me just use a quick analogy. It's like, think of the people who got involved in Bitcoins. I know most people in Nigeria, they understand Bitcoins. Okay, so think of the people who got into Bitcoins when Bitcoins wasn't even $1, 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. Think of those individuals who jumped in then, okay? Think of where they are today. Think of how they got in for just pennies, right? And yet they saw Bitcoin go up to 20,000 per coin. Yes, it dropped back down, but guess what? It went all the way up to 60-something thousand per coin. Think of those individuals and how their lives changed because they jumped in at the very beginning. Well, I say to you, that's who founders are, okay? That's who we are as founders in On Passive. Yet, there are people who got in when Bitcoin was $500. There are people who got in when Bitcoin was $1,000, when Bitcoin was $5,000, and they still went on to make money in Bitcoin. There are people buying Bitcoins today that can still generate money. Now, I'm not promoting Bitcoins, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to go out there and go buy no Bitcoins. I'm not telling you that at all, right? You already missed that boat, okay? But the point is, those who know what they're doing can still jump in today and make money, okay, with that. So I liken that pool of people now to those who did not come into On Passive as a founding member, okay? So those individuals can come as a reseller when the company starts to sell to the public, and they still will be able to earn. Why? How are they going to be able to earn? Because they will be selling products to the public. So as long as you can sell, there is no ceiling. This is why people can't understand. Well, how can you say, in on passive, the income is unlimited? Because you continue to sell products, right? If you sell 10 products today, and then tomorrow you sell 10 more products, and every day you're selling products, and next year you're selling products, and the year after you're selling products. As long as you keep selling products, you keep making money, right? So there is no limit. You're not capped. They don't say to you, well, you know what? You've been selling for 2 years now. That's enough for you. Okay, no more money for you. You can't make it. No. We keep on selling and selling and selling, which means we continue to earn. So anyone who comes along at any point, whether a year from now, 5 years from now, okay, as long as products are being sold, they still will be able to make money. All right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
A very interesting one because quite a few individuals have been asking about that. And that's a phrase that a lot of people should be aware of. And if you're not aware of it, you can actually even Google it, and it will actually come up, right? It will actually explain, what that phrase means. But let me see if I just share a few words about it. Basically, we're talking about paying now with our time, okay? Paying now with our time. Some people thinking, oh, it means I have to pay money, no, we're talking about a person can pay now with their time by being patient, as the company takes all the time that it needs to get ready, right? So that they can start selling products, right? By us being patient, and paying that time, whatever pain that we may be going through, whatever struggles we may be going through right now. So we're paying with all of that so that later when everything's done and good to go and we start to sell, and so money's coming in now, we can play for life. We can start to have fun. We don't have to worry about our finances, okay? Because all the time was spent beforehand, right? As in right now, over the past 4 years, all that time that was spent. Okay, so we are paying with that time, right? So,
hello everyone.